In 10 minutes, we'll wake up, ground, and be ready to slide into whatever the day holds for us. Hello, friends. Good morning. Welcome to this Daily Flow 10-minute mornings practice. My name is James. Come to stand on your mat facing the long way. This morning's practice is centered around a lot of lateral movement, which we do fairly often in this time, but let's kind of set it up, get our hips open. Bend your knees deeply. My feet are wide, my toes are pointing out, and I'm actually letting my shoulders shrug up so I can, I don't know, because it feels good, I guess. Not really a reason. And then roll those back. Let's drop one shoulder at a time. Like I said, we do a decent amount of lateral movement in here. However, it's never directly been the emphasis. So really thinking about everything that has to wake up and fire in order for us to move from side to side smoothly and kind of get into that hip space a little bit. Bring your hands down to the floor and just lift your hips up. I rotated my feet so that they're parallel. And then lift your spine. Bow deeply, just kind of waking things up. Really roll your spine forward. And then fold, lead with your heart. Inhale, roll your spine forward, get a long flat back. Exhale, bow. If your hands don't reach the floor, you can also put them on blocks or anything that brings the floor up a little higher. So now rotate your heels to point in, bend your knees, and I'm going to roll myself to stand. With your toes pointing out, think about your knees tracking over your toes, so everything's really kind of pressing out, and then float your arms up and cactus your elbows down. Draw your shoulder blades together. Rise up, get nice and long, and then pull down into this goddess stance. Inhale, rise. Exhale, wrap everything under. This time come up, we're going to find a warrior two. So my left foot pivots in, my right foot pivots forward. Bend the right knee. Deep warrior two. Energize those fingertips and think about the rotation of this hip. So it's my right thigh is rotating clockwise, so there's a wrapping under. Maybe for you, it feels good to really anchor in the pinky edge of that right foot. I think a little more about the instep. One of them is not wrong. It's just what works for your body to help set up the alignment. And then float the right foot, or float the ball of the right foot rather, float the arms. I call this flying warrior. I think that's what it's called, but I've never heard that in any book. And then set up your warrior two over the left leg. So now deeply bend the left knee. Let's do that again. Flying warrior, pivot the left foot, pivot the right, warrior two. One more time, inhale. Pivot the right foot, pivot the left, warrior two over the left leg. Let that on. Flying warrior. Pivot that right foot. This time straighten the right leg. Let's find triangle. Left hip travels back, right arm goes forward, and eventually the right hand lands somewhere on the left leg. You can also bring the left hand to the waist if that's a better choice, or energize those fingertips up. Again, wrap that right thigh under. Feel the stretch in the inner thigh. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flying warrior, pivot the right foot, pivot the left, warrior two over the left leg. Inhale, straightens the left leg, warrior two over the back. Maybe look up. Wrap that left thigh under. Feel that little stretch in the left inner thigh. Feels really nice. Maybe look up at the right hand. Knit together the front ribs, lean back. There's so much to think about. None of it's wrong, as long as you feel anchored and grounded. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flying, take that pivot. Warrior two to the right. Inhale, straightens the right leg. Exhale, triangle. This will be different. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, flying warrior. This time bend the left knee, Skandasana. Now it's early days, so if you need to stay up nice and high like this, that's great. If you want to go a little further, that's great. One thing is not wrong, just listening to where your body wants to stop. I will tell you, if that left heel comes up off the floor, then that's your indicator that you went a little too low for your body for right now. Look at that right foot, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Let's do our pivot, flying warrior, warrior two to the left. Straighten the left leg, triangle pose. Take a breath. Back to your warrior two. Then that flying warrior Skandasana to the right. So nice deep lateral lunge. Feel the inner left thigh. Feel the heel of both feet, the heels of both feet. You're grounded in that right heel. You're grounded in the left heel. Now look back over the left foot. Inhale, warrior two. We do our rotation, flying warrior, warrior two to the right. Inhale, straightens the right leg. Exhale, triangle pose. This will be different. Inhale, warrior two. Flying warrior, Skandasana. Warrior two, now warrior one. Scoop the left arm down and up. So you're still in both poses. You have a lateral pose here with the warrior legs. We also have a square pose like mountain pose with your heart facing forward. Straighten the right leg, send your left arm forward and eventually down for revolved triangle. Now, revolved triangle is much harder than triangle. You really have to focus on the strength of the right leg. You can shorten your stance and hop that left foot in if you need to, and then rotate the ribs as you firm the feet. Take your breath, and then back to warrior two. Let's do that on the other side. Flying warrior, make your pivot. Warrior two to the left. Straighten the left leg, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Take your breath. Rebend the left knee, warrior two. Flying warrior, Skandasana to the right. Push off that right foot, warrior two. Warrior one. So again, feel the strength of your legs. That right hip wants to be open, but because you're rotating your torso, you can wrap it under just a bit. It'll never go perfectly square. Or mine won't. Maybe yours will. Straighten the left leg. Send the right arm forward, 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 and down. Hop the right foot in a bit if you need. Doesn't have to be graceful. Firm the feet. Open up. Drop those right ribs. Take a breath. Warrior two. Do our pivot. Flying warrior. Warrior two to the right. We're going to float a little bit, and I'm going to give you an option to dial it up if you want to add some balance. Take a breath in warrior two. Inhale, straightens the right leg. Triangle pose, exhale. Warrior two. Straighten the right leg, flying. Skandasana. Back to warrior two. Warrior one. Straighten the right leg, send the left arm forward, revolve triangle. And then back to warrior two. Flying warrior, pivot the right foot. Pivot the left, warrior two to the back. Straighten the left leg, inhale. Triangle pose, exhale. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flying warrior, Skandasana to the right. Look forward, push, warrior two. Warrior one, straighten the left leg, right arm forward, revolve triangle. No one's looking for perfection, just for flow. Warrior two, do our pivot. Warrior two to the front. So we're gonna do one more round. You're more than welcome to repeat exactly that or add balances. So those triangles become half moons, regular half moon or revolved. So see what feels right for your body right now. Take a breath in warrior two. Inhale, straightens the right leg. Exhale, maybe half moon pose, maybe triangle pose. Take your breath. Step back, lunar landing, warrior two, just like yesterday. Float the ball of the right foot, Skandasana to the left. Look forward, push forward. Now send that left arm forward and down, revolved triangle or revolved half moon. I took out the warrior one. And then step back, warrior two. Flying warrior, how you doing? Warrior two to the back. Take a second, readjust your feet. Remind yourself of your grounding. Straighten the left leg. Maybe half moon pose, maybe triangle pose. Take a breath. Step back with control, warrior two. Flying warrior. Skandasana. As you shift forward, the right arm floats across. Maybe you float the right foot. And then you step back, warrior two. Rise up. Let's take a goddess squat. Does this feel different than it did at the beginning? Come up, step or float. your feet together. Mountain pose. Maybe your breath rate has changed. Mine has. Maybe your heart rate, maybe your temperature. Just check in with those things. And of course, as always, have just this moment of pause to reflect on whatever the day holds before you, and know that you can move in more ways than just forward or back. See if that does anything. And of course, the light that is in me bows to, honors, and is so, so grateful for the light that is in you. Namaste. If you have a moment, please hit like and subscribe and share with a friend. I really would love to see where everything goes. So let me know. Ask a question, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Namaste.